Okay. Good afternoon.
Mic probably a little low.
My mic's a little low. Okay, I'll just move my mic up a little bit. Starting off really well here, apparently. Mic up higher. How's that? Okay, we're welcome to our Kimberbell Embroidery Club today. I don't know how many will be watching it live. I'm sure most of you will be outside enjoying the sunshine today, where we'd rather be right about now too. But we are going to demo the little man bag, which is the Kimberbell's fill in the blank for May. I'm trying to remember what month we're in. Keep in mind, this is just a demo. It's not a class. If you were in one of our Zoom classes, we would go step by step every single instruction and show you how to do all that. So some of this being just a demo, just to keep it nice and short for you today, and so you can get back out in the sunshine. We may skip a little bit or not concentrate on each area as much as maybe we should if it was an actual class. But we want to show you making this. Melissa made this bag already, and quite a bit of it is actually sewn with the sewing machine to put it together. So it turns a little one of their zippered pouches, and these are pretty fabulous pouches. They come with the zipper in them already. You don't have to put a zipper in. So this is going to get turned into this. So it's pretty neat how they've come up with that idea. So one of the first things Melissa did was she put on the fusible woven product, or fusible backing on the back side of the piece of felt that the embroidery is going to be on. What this does is it gives some more stability to the project. It also helps to prevent puckering when you're doing the embroidery. So it really does work well to keep your project looking as nice as possible. So we've got it on there. And she's also done some markings on here. Can you see that fairly well, Zach? The markings on there. We've also got markings. This is all in the instructions of how we're going to line this up on the hoop in a second. So we have hooped some sticky back tearaway. And we've just scored it. Yeah, and that's all right. That's all right.
So yeah, you just tear it off. I don't know how much I can see, but
we just scored it so that we get the paper part of it off, and then now it'll be sticky. Projects like this where you can't hoop the project, the sticky back stabilizers are great for doing this.
So much easier.
Yeah. We have loaded the design into our machine here. We've got the Luminaire 2 here. We've got it set in here. We've put a black thread. First thing that we're going to be stitching is the black lettering on it. When you're doing black lettering, it's quite often handy to put a black bobbin in as well so that you don't get any of the white bobbin come up into it. So
yeah, it doesn't look pretty.
Yeah. So the first step is some line-up lines, or lines to go up, to measure up to, and to line up with. The instructions go through how to mark it.
It was folded back, wasn't it?
So yeah. So you want to make sure that all three of the other sides
are out of the way.
So we've got 3 sides on the one side, and then we've got the one side with the fusible woven. Like that.
And it goes this way?
Melissa's trying to remind herself here. Yep.
The folded edge.
Folded edge down on that.
And the line, yep.
If you want to maybe show that before you fold it over.
Yep.
We're going to show you that.
Look the Zoom camera.
Oh. Somehow we felt rushed getting started on this today. We've been here all morning. It just feels all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's time for our class. So I'll just show you. I'll hold this up. So you can see we've lined up the line that we just stitched with the line that we had on the bag. And then we're going to just take this and open that up like that, and we'll flatten it all down. You can lay it on your flat surface.
Don't do that.
Did you just do it backwards?
Because that would have the lining.
Yeah, you did it backwards.
See?
Yep, we did it backwards. See, it happens.
So the zipper is supposed to go down. That was the part we missed.
Oh, yeah.
Put that down.
It does tell you in the instructions, make sure the zipper pulls down. Their instructions are very helpful.
Read them.
Yeah. been so long since Melissa did this one now. We're trying to remember what she did now. So it's going to look better now. So now we can show
Now it
them.
should look like this.
Yes.
This will make more sense.
Yeah.
Then
So this
everything's
is the part that we're going to be doing the embroidery on, and this is the other 3 parts of the
all
bag over
three,
here. And the zipper pull is at the bottom. So make sure when you load it, I'm going to move that a little bit more. Make sure when you load it that you don't get any of those other parts underneath what you're doing. Am I still in? Okay there, Zach? Okay. And it's going to do a tack down or a placement line for our piece of leather for the mustache. So in this project, we're using the black leather from Kimberbell. If you don't have the black leather, you could use a piece of fabric or a piece of felt or whatever else you would like to use, but the leather is nice and soft and stitches really nicely.
We do need white thread, right?
Yeah. Do you want to leave the white bobbin in there, or does it matter, black bobbin in there?
Yeah, I don't think it'll come up through the
Okay.
black anyways. There's a lot of...
So we've changed the thread to, we've got linen, I think, on here that's going to do the decorative stitching around the mustache.
Sandra says hi.
Hi, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Melissa's bringing your stuff this afternoon. I'm trying to stay back a little bit so she can actually get at the machine. We've got our nice threader here.
I love it.
So you gotta put your leather on
Yep.
and tape it down. The leather, it's a good idea to tape it so that it doesn't move on you.
And line it up so don't...
Make sure you cover the placement line that you had there. Now we heard when we had our talk with Kim the other night, she did tell us that the leathers, the new ones that are going to be coming, I'm not sure how long it'll take to get rid of the older stock, but the new ones that will be coming will be dyed the same color, the top and the middle and the back. So when you've cut around the raw edge, you won't have the white around the edge, which should be nice. We'll let it stitch away. And then we'll change it back to black for the words.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So for those of you that just joined us, we're doing our Kimberbell Embroidery Club. And this is our fill in the blank for May. We're making this little man bag. We're just doing a demo of this. So we're going to show you making this little bag.
Too fast. It's complaining.
Yep.
Do you want to show it?
Okay, so now you can see we have the leather on there. So now we're just going to take our handy clippers and trim around the edge of this mustache. I'm going to give me scissors. I'll do that while you
Fiddle?
change thread color.
You want the applique scissors or the snippers?
Snips are good with the leather. With the leather, I find that if you make nice little small snips,
It's
it makes
easier.
an easier or nicer edge on it than if you try to make bigger snips. Because it is just raw edge around here. So you end up with some points if you do it too big. You can't really see me doing this, but I'm just using the little.
Or if your coffee cup wasn't in the way, you'd be able to.
All right. Can you see better now? Should I put it up here? Kind of, yeah. It's hard to be out of the way when you're doing this.
Table for displaying stuff like that. Yeah, that'll work.
Well, we'll have an overhead camera, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to our new studio at the new shop.
So looking forward.
If you haven't heard, we are moving to Bethany, hopefully next month. If you've been in the location from the Heart Quilt Shop, a really beautiful spot there. Cindy is retiring, and we get to be fortunate enough to be moving into that space. So we can hardly wait. And if you've been in there, you'll know that there's a really, whoops, there's my scissors. A really cool loft. And that's where our studio is going to be. So we'll be able to film more classes and more demos and lives and things like that.
A lot more conveniently.
All
Yes.
set up and stayed
Yes.
set up. Yeah.
Right now when we do a video, the whole shop is just all pushed around. And we have to set the cameras up every time, so Zach will be able to have it set up. And we'll have an overhead camera so you'll be able to see a little bit better. So just give us a little more time. Things will get better. Okay, so now we can see we've got the leather trimmed around there. And we're just going to do the words on here now. Man bag.
Man bag.
Man bag. And to put your hoop back in, make sure again that your layers are not underneath. Now I can have my tea again. We have changed the thread to black, but you could use any color if you wanted to. You could use any of these felt bags. Once you have the pattern, make some other ones. And I've seen they've been posting some pictures of these without the mustache, but other embroidery designs, and then using the way that they put the bag together with some other designs.
It's actually genius how this bag goes together. I was really impressed with it.
Yeah.
Same with the one of the what's the name of that one? Summer Nights. The one in the Summer Nights. It goes together really neat too.
Can they hear well enough to be able to talk about some of the other stuff while this is stitching?
Down here.
Oh, it keeps falling down. Okay, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it to up here. It's going to crackle for a second. Okay, is that better? Can you hear over the stitching if I tell you some other stuff going on? Okay, so...
Maisie said yes.
Yes, Maisie's here. So we've had a few more people sign up to our summer nights that we're doing next weekend. And we have the projects here. This is an event next weekend, 9 till 3-ish, we're kind of hoping. Then these are the projects that we're going to be making. This is a really cute little tote. It's got a section here that you can put your marshmallow skewer in there, hold it in there. And they're using felt and leather and glitter and everything else in that. And then making this really cute little bag, roll-up bag. You can put your candies or treats or whatever in here. It says stash on it. What's it say? Sweet stash. And then we're also making this mug rug that says meet me at the drive-in. And the pattern, it comes with 2 sizes. During the class we're going to be doing this size, but it does come with another size so you can make a bigger one too. With your own fabrics and stuff.
The roll-up comes in different sizes as well, I believe.
Oh, does it? And just so you know, it comes in a bag, everything comes in a bag like this. And the pattern, the instructions, there's 3 sizes for the roll-up bag. So you can make bigger ones. Make it for like makeup brushes or paint brushes or things like that. There's 2 sizes for the mug rug. Is there another size? No, the bag is just 1 size. So there are multiple sizes. So you're not just buying 1 size pattern. This is what the bag looks like that you would get. And in here is all the fabric. There's a jump drive with the patterns on it. There's a collectible pin, a roll of Kimberbell tape, and the instructions are just amazing. They're all nice color instructions, step by step. And we go through everything step by step. It also includes any other extra things that you need for it, like glitter or leather or vinyl or any of those things. They're all in this bag. So we've got a few spots. I think we have 4 spots left in this. So if you want to join us next Saturday, if you can pick it up, then you can wait a little longer if you need to. But if you need it shipped, you better order it today so that we can get it out to you. Okay? So that's our summer nights. And the letters are just about going on here. We also just got in our fill in the blank for next month. So we haven't had a chance to make a sample yet. But, and I'm not sure, Zach, where should I put this for you to see it? Can you see it?
And you put it kind of behind the needle, this side of the
Oh, okay. Can you see that? Anyway, it's a one of the Kimberbell onesies, and they've got a design on it that says small fry, and it looks like a box of McDonald's French fries. So it's really cute. And if you don't know about the onesies, I've got one here with a different design on it, but I can show you. This is one that we did with I put a design on this one. This is one of the gray ones. Yeah, we've got one up there, but it's still open, right?
Yeah.
Melissa's just going to get you one that's open. These are really nice quality. So it comes in gray in the stripe and the polka dot. Oh, this is the polka dot. This is a different pattern we put on one and a bigger one, but the beauty about the Kimberbell onesies is the side is open. So it makes it a lot easier to hoop and everything. And then afterwards, it's all serged along the edge, so there's no raw edge or anything there. You just sew the side together and you've got a onesie. So if any of you have ever tried to do a onesie before, these are make it so much simpler. So it comes in, these two together are the blank that you would buy. So you can buy it either in the gray, in the 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9 month, or 9 to 12 month, or you can get it in, right here. And this is like a coral color, blushing peach they call it. So they also come in this blushing peach color. Can you see that on there? The onesie? Yeah.
Pretty well shapen.
Yeah, okay, but they're a really nice quality onesie. So we've done the words on this, and now actually that's all that's done in the embroidery hoop. We're going to take it out of the hoop and take the tearaway stabilizer off the back. I should pay attention to my sheet, shouldn't I? And then there are pieces of leather. It tells you the sizes to cut out there. So there's 2 pieces that are this size. In between we have put, and this is all the instructions, a fusible peel and stick, which I just lost the cover for. It's like a dropsy here today. This is a fusible peel and stick. So this is, we're going to fuse it to the one side, and then you peel the back off and then stick whatever you want to stick it to. So we actually have stuck it to another piece of leather. This is going to be for our handle that goes on here. So those we've already fused together. And that's that next step. And we've also fused some of that to bigger pieces. They give in the instructions, it'll tell you which size to do it to. I'll let you get in there. Get in there. So now we're going to take off our embroidery foot and put on our regular foot. Really tight. I got it. And we're going to turn this pouch into a really cute little bag now. Do you want your white bobbin in now for the decorative stitching?
Probably, yeah.
Melissa on this bag did a double line of stitching. It doesn't say to do that in the instructions, but we think it looks a little bit nicer. So. Just going to change our bobbin.
I guess I need to change the top thread too.
Yeah. Is there anybody watching on there that's going to be doing this bag? No?
You don't really need to wait for it. Like this is a minute
Yeah.
delay.
Yeah, okay. Get it all set up here. So we've got our leather pieces all prepped. So the first thing that Melissa's going to do is top stitch on the handle parts.
Am
I'm
I?
going to let you get in there. Yes, you are.
Just down the outside edge?
Yep. Yep.
And you can't see.
Yep. I'm going to back up a bit.
Sandra thinks she's gonna make it.
Yep.
It's fun. But it
You're in your
does,
sewing mode?
Nope.
Go into sewing mode.
that's
You're still
all
in
I
embroidery,
wanted,
yeah. It doesn't work very well in embroidery mode.
There she goes.
So this is nice on the luminaire here. The arm goes all the way out of the way, so you don't have to take it off if you want to do some sewing on it. And you can do it a decorative stitch if you wanted to. We're just going to do a plain stitch, probably about, what, a quarter of an inch from the edge, a little bit less.
Yeah, I think I've got like an eighth maybe.
Eighth of an inch.
And it's going to go really fast, right? Yeah, so we're going to stop because that's way over there and I don't want it over there. So I already did it wrong.
The beauty of live.
Yep. Watch my boo-boos. It probably, it was, yeah, well, it would have been okay, but I like it closer and then it won't peel open on you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll remove that later. Oh, got it. It's still.
Zach, there's a ruler on the big cutting table, like a small 4x12 ruler. Clear. So this leather is nice and soft. It's not hard to sew through. Thank you. And we've just used a linen color so it'll stand out on the black.
So you can see if I sewed straight or not.
Yeah. Pressure's on now, Melissa.
Yeah. That's not too bad. They won't be able to see that far away, right?
If they're looking that closely, we'll just... Yeah. So we've got our top stitching on the handle. And now we're supposed to measure 3.5 inches from the zipper. Have your zipper pull at the top.
Bottom. Okay.
But you were this way, I believe. Yeah, like this.
Right side up.
Right side up. Zipper pulls at the top and measure sort of 3.5 inches out from there.
From the center of the zipper?
From the... Yeah, from the center of the zipper. 3.25 inches, sorry. We've got a friction pen that we're using on this.
3.25, so I'll bump it up. And just drawing a line?
Yep. Can you see it? Yep. You can see the line there she's drawn. And the other side too. And we put the fusible peel and stick on the other pieces of leather that are going to make the bottom of the bag. And then we're going to peel off the paper and stick it and line up with that line. Did it not stick?
Start peeling.
I'll start peeling this one. Sometimes this stuff is hard to get off.
I started in the middle. It was easier.
Okay. And to be honest, we had a little bit of difficulty getting it to stick to the back of the leather, so just be patient with it.
Okay, I can't do it in the middle. I have to do it down here.
Awkward. Awkward. Come on. Yeah, I got it. So it just does like that. It didn't stick all that well down there, but we'll just have to
Pretend.
pretend. The magic of live. Live. So we're lining up with those lines that she drew on there.
That's what it looks like.
Yep. So turn zipper pouch right side down with a zipper pull to the top. Yep. And place the front lining of the zipper pouch left over the, right,
Something smells really, really good.
that's backwards.
It's my fried
Oh no,
chicken
that's the other way,
sandwich.
okay. Whatever, turn the pouch right side up again now, okay. And now we want to have that turned around the other way. This is really well laid out in the instructions, better than I'm explaining it here. Now they're going to do the stitch along this side.
I have to do this again.
You do. Get a steady hand.
Well, it's because it's not completely stuck. It's wrinkling, but. And I don't have a steady hand. It's live.
It's live. Okay. Then you're going to make sure all the stuff is out from behind the other half. And do the same thing on the other one. Stick into that.
I have to do it this way. Or I will make a mess if I don't have a line to follow. It's not
You
sticking.
could put the laser on.
It's not, it's the,
Yeah. Didn't stick very well.
no.
These kind of fabrics sometimes are hard to stick to anyway. It's not like a
I'm just gonna
regular
start
fabric.
over here.
So what we're doing is stitching the leather onto the bottom of this bag. We're just doing a single stitch for the demo purposes. Melissa did a double for our sample.
There we go.
So now we're going to have right side up with the man bag on the left side. We're going to measure from the middle of the zipper out to the outside edge, 6 1/4 inches, and draw a mark on it.
6 1/4.
Yep.
From the center of the zipper or
Yep.
the edge?
Center of the zipper. Make sure your zipper pull's at the top.
Yep. So I don't have to mark it because this is basically.
Oh, it's where the
Right,
leather
yeah.
stops. You want to check the other side then too, because we're supposed to trim basically along the bottom of the leather.
Yep.
Okay. We need to trim that. We need a rotary cutter for a second and a ruler. I'll trim it on this side.
Ooh,
It's nice napkins.
that smells so good.
So we're going to be trimming the extra along the bottom of this leather.
We did that very well, actually.
And a ruler. And in our awesome Eddie Crest table, we have a cutting board built right in and an ironing mat. So just a little bit there.
Nice new blade.
Yes. It's always, whenever you put a new blade in, you think, well, I didn't think the old one was that bad. And then you put the new one in and you realize how bad the old one really was.
Always say, I should have done that earlier.
I know. Cut so much better. Okay, so it's trimmed. I'm going to close my cutter so I don't get in trouble. And then you're supposed to open the zipper all the way. And then, okay. So turn the zipper pouch right side down. We already trimmed. Oh, we'll trim the excess leather from the sides too. Okay. So I'll just put that on here too. Oops. I'm just going to do it from the sides of the lining here. That makes sense. Hopefully. Hopefully the lining's straight. Stop.
Sticky, huh?
It's sticky. Yeah, so I'm just trimming the excess leather off the sides and down here.
Not much there. on that
Not
one.
much there. A little bit there. It's sticking to me because there's some of the sticky stuff there. That one doesn't have much extra. It's just the paper stuff you can see here. Okay. So now what?
Wait,
Do
or
not
this
cut
way?
the zipper. So turn the zipper pouch right side up.
Oh, this way.
Oh, I think align zipper pouch front and back right sides together. Make sure bottom edges match up. So it looks like
Putting the zipper back together?
turn zipper pouch right side up.
Are we doing this?
I think we're doing that.
That way.
Yeah. So we're lining up the linings. Do you remember doing this when you did it?
Yeah, I know. I remember doing my corners.
Yep.
Cutting
And
out corners.
yep. Align the front and back lining fabric right sides together. Make sure top edges match up.
Yep.
And then pin the top edges in place. We've got some pins here. And then using a 1/4 inch seam allowance, sew the zipper pouch front and back together, sides together. So it looks like you're doing along the bottom here, the 1/4 inch, and then you're going to do along the top, the lining part.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, when we get to the new studio, you'll be able to actually see the instructions as we're going along. And we do that when we're doing the Zoom meetings with the actual classes. Like I said, this is just a demo. This is not a formal class. So then you're going to also sew the bottoms of the lining together.
I like pins about as much as I like tape.
This is the part that you get to tell them how to do.
Well, this is the part where I was confused when I first did it because it was
It says to turn it right side out.
but then it turns around and tells you to turn it back together, right?
Turn. Yes, it came up with some. Yeah, so turn the right side out
Yep.
and open the zipper.
But the zipper was already open.
Yep. And then it says tuck zipper pouch front and back inside the lining. And then close the zipper halfway.
There we go. So everything's inside and the zipper's halfway.
And place the pouch zipper side down and align the seam with the zipper teeth. So it looks, yeah. This part's a little bit tricky.
It was. So yeah, we're basically lining that up like that.
So this seam here is lining up with the zipper teeth. Tooth. Yeah.
The tooth.
So you might want to, well, you can't really
You
pin
can't
through
pin
the leather.
through the leather because then it leaves
So,
holes.
so then we're going to sew a 1/4 inch seam along.
But it's supposed to be right side in. That's where I got confused when I did
Yeah,
it last time.
That's
so
kind of confusing.
it has to be inside if you're going to
Yep.
do those 1/4 inches. That's why
Okay.
I didn't understand it last time either. I'm like, why did I turn it inside out if I have to go
I know,
back?
I know.
So
She did it before, so she knows what's going on here.
So there, that's what I did. I was this way and then lined it up.
Okay, that looks like makes more sense.
I know, I didn't know if I missed something when I
I
did
think,
it. Somehow I missed it. Or
I think, yeah, it looks almost like something was missed there. But anyway, we're inside out sewing this inside seam, but a 1/4 inch along the edge.
And I always slow down over a zipper because it scares the daylights out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm happy we did the same thing that I did because now I don't feel so bad. It really was odd.
Yeah, they have you inside.
And then change, yeah.
Had your right side out, and then you have you tuck it all into the lining again. So yeah, you are. And you have to keep the zipper open a bit so that we can get into it again afterwards.
And I am definitely used to using a sewing machine with a foot pedal as opposed to.
Oh, we could have got you a foot pedal.
I'm getting it.
We're just using the button to make it go.
Yep.
Okay.
So now we turn it.
We have to
into
turn these, mark the squares in the corner.
1 inch in from.
1 inch in from the seam and the folded edge. So there's 4. We're going to cut little corners out of this 1 inch corners.
1 inch from the seam.
1 inch from seam and folded edge. You still with us? I'll mark those up. Then we're going to cut these little corners out.
Yeah.
Do we need bigger scissors for that?
Yep, I'll grab them.
The adding ones are here.
In the top left drawer over there, Zach, there's a pair of orange with gray inside the holes. So you gonna do some gardening this weekend? No?
No way. I'm doing laundry.
Thanks, Zach.
And probably make a big meal on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to do some grocery shopping. The fridge is looking kind of bare.
Yep, my fridge is empty too.
Just marking out these corners first. So if you've joined us today, I believe Zach's put a code on the Kimberbell stuff, or he will be in momentarily. So you've watched this today on our embroidery club days. We offer you 15% off of all Kimberbell products. So he will have a code, what, KB15? And you'll be able to get some more of these things. This was a little tricky. So we're going to cut these corners out. I just don't want to cut it too big.
All the way through.
Yeah. Come on.
Then I think we need our handle.
Yep, my handle's under me, isn't it? Or over here somewhere? I don't want to get that corner not right.
Do you want the snips?
No, I got it. So it's going to look like that, all 4 corners. Where'd our handle go? Oh, no, the handle. Oh, here it is.
Should be over there.
Here's the handle.
That's what we have to do next.
All right, so you're making me cut these, huh?
No, I can cut them. Are you gardening?
I may be cleaning up a bit. Gardening and I don't get along very well.
When I had young kids, I used to, well, my garden was like half an acre. I had tons of food. But I sow now instead.
I think I was born with a brown thumb, not a green thumb. And somehow my daughter and my daughter-in-law both are like plant crazy. And I don't have that gene, apparently. It got passed down. My grandmother used to be, actually both sides, grandparents, but my one side especially were big-time gardeners. They were from England, And roses were their thing, but their gardens were always immaculate. They would be pretty horrified to see mine right now. Don't tell.
Sandra just finished putting the top of her "We Wished You a Merry Christmas" together.
Oh, nice. You'll have to post a picture, Sandra. Okay, we have 4 corners. There we go.
Now, if I remember, we stick this inside
Yeah.
there, but
So the instructions say to, might have to hold that up to sort of show. This is a little tricky. Poke the ends of the handles through the cut corners closest to the zipper opening.
so when I did it, because we're putting it in these 2 spots. I did use a pin this time, I believe.
Yeah.
But so it's going in there and that way, right?
Yeah. Just have to make sure that you don't twist the handle when you put it in there, because that would be something I would do.
It
and
does
find
have
out
to
later.
be twisted though, but
Yeah, but
the
not
right way,
Yeah.
not yeah. But again, you can't really pin leather, so you're stuck with fiddling and
So we're-
hoping you
yeah.
get it caught.
We're opening the cut corner of the bag closest to the zipper, align the side and bottom seams right tight together, nesting the seam allowances, and
I
then
think the way
center handle edge between layers of the bag, aligning raw edges.
I think they show it this way, don't they?
Yeah.
To go across like this. I'm just remembering what I was doing, but compared to, that's what they did do, right?
Yeah.
That way, okay. And then,
Why does it look like that?
because you have to center handle edge between layers, pin in place with using quarter-inch seam allowance, so the box corner. Yeah, you have to. It is very confusing, this bag.
This part of it for sure.
Yep. But it's because you're manipulating it and changing it from the flat shape to,
The box bottom.
yep. So you have to do, I don't know how much anybody can see here. You can see that, so that you make your box corner.
Closer to under the needle.
There,
There you go.
there. So you're pulling the handle through and making your box corner by pulling it the other direction. And then
So,
sewing it.
Yep. So we're making box corners.
Ow.
I don't know whether we
That'll be
need
a
to
bruise.
finish that or not. Like I said, if you want to make one of these, the instructions, you just have to buy one of the blanks, and you'll get the instructions, you'll get the files, and after the box corner is sewn on there, you end up with the bottom looking like
Yep.
this. Okay? So she's just got those box corners
Both
to finish.
sides, yeah.
So that's how this is going to look. It's a little bit tricky to maneuver, but follow the instructions and you'll end up with a bag that goes like this. I think they have in the patterns, I can't remember if there's a bigger size or not.
The CD was here, does it say?
Yeah, let me see. The CD was here, right here. I'm trying to see if it does. You also get the sewing version of this. It doesn't say on the CD, but I think, anyway, it gives you an idea of how to do it. The sewing part of it, you would just adjust it to a size if you wanted to make the bigger zipper pouch, but ends up being a really cute little bag. You could put, I don't know how many toiletries you could put in here, but like for using, carrying cords for your computer or phone and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe I can show it inside
Yeah.
out with the handle. Because I believe when I was doing it, that's what I did. I turned it back this way so I could see how the handle would actually fit into it, and that's how I managed to do it.
Yeah. Now it looks like a Kleenex.
It does
thing.
look like a Kleenex thing, but there's how your handle goes into those 2 corners. So.
Yeah. So,
that.
thank you for joining us. Has anybody got any questions? No? Okay. So next month, the date's a little bit flexible because we're not exactly sure where or when we'll be at the new shop. So watch on our Facebook page. That's where you'll have the most up-to-date happenings of what's going on. Make sure you like our Facebook page and follow it so that you do see the posts, because we get some people saying, I never see your sales and I never see this. Well, you have to actually like our page and preferably also follow our page to be able to get the posts that we make there. And check in every day, even if you're interested in something, just make sure you refresh on our page too and see there might be something on there. We don't send out a ton of emails, so the Facebook is the most up-to-date information. So I hope you enjoyed the demo today. we will keep you posted on what's happening next. Some of you we will see next Saturday for our Summer Nights event. We're looking forward to that. Zach will be sending you the Zoom link probably the night before. So you'll be able to sign into Zoom, and we'll have a little more interaction, and we can go through this, and it'll be much more of a class where we actually go through step by step and see how everybody's doing and have some fun talking to each other. We have some prizes. You get an opportunity to get a free CD. So it's usually a pretty good day. Melissa will be back here for doing that. And other than that, we hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy the sunshine. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.